right, good morning, and you are welcome to our recap of the course GST 113, where we teach you fundamentals of literacy and how you can effectively use the library. In this week, we'll be giving you our 5-minute recap of what we did in the lecture hall. And what we did in the week 2 is about we distinguished the various types of information and told you about the specific uses. Firstly, we told you that information can be defined as a processed data or a recorded fact or communicated knowledge. So when you have something that you can transmit, which is a fact, you can give it to somebody that will enable that person, to make a decision. We call that information. So we said it's a thought or a data that has been processed and also organized to convey knowledge, and people can easily use that. Then, in this course, we also categorize information into 3. First is as a process, as knowledge, and as a thing. Key thing you need to take note of there is, for a process, it is a process when it performs the function of informing. Keyword there is informing, from the source to the recipient. Information can also serve as knowledge when it performs the function or the role of impacting knowledge when you try to help somebody to understand a concept. Then you're trying to reduce uncertainty. Lastly, information as a thing, it becomes tangible, like when you have information in books, journals, and a lot of things like that. Well, what are the uses of information? Generally, information helps us to solve problems. When you know something, you can be able to solve a problem. You can easily make decisions. It aids you to take or to make the correct decision based on what you have. Awareness, yes. When you have the right information, you are aware of different things around you, and you can be able to fit in the gaps, to bridge the gaps between those who know and who don't know. If you don't have the information, you don't know. When you have the information, you know. Also, for marketing, before you can market a product, for instance, you must have good and quality information about that service or that good. So information is very, very key in that area. Research, development. Yes, if you also want to make a research, you also have to have good information. Very quickly, please, we want to move to the key thing there. Information literacy. It is a set of skills or abilities that an individual requires for the person to be able to recognize when information is needed, to locate it, evaluate it, and use that information effectively. It involves critical thinking and a lot of things like that. Then, this, according to American Library Association, this is one of the definitions, not very important for us at this moment. So we're going to look at the importance of information literacy. Very quickly, it's used for academic sources. It's aids students, for their research assignments and the likes. In the era of fake news is very prevalent. You get to find out that when you are an information literate person, you're able to fish out which is fake and which is not fake. It aids you to make good decisions in your everyday life, empowers you for self-development, and for researchers, it's also very, very important. Key thing here, we're going to look at the information literacy skill as a concept. Now, it's a set of skills and abilities required by an individual to find, assess, analyze, and utilize. All these are keywords. Find, assess, analyze, and utilize that information effectively. We have different types of literacy, but for information, that is what we have. Then the key skills. This is the core of it. Firstly, if you must be identified as an information literate person, you have to know how to identify information needs. Do you know when people need information? That's one of the skills. Secondly, how to search and locate information. When you need an information, where do you go to? How do you locate that information? Thirdly, evaluate information resources. When they give information resources, how do you know which one is current, which one is obsolete, which one is true, which one is fake? It's also a skill. How to organize information. Do you know how to organize information? That tells if you're an information literate person, if you have the skill or not. Using information effectively. Do you know how to use information? To integrate, to write your works and support arguments, communicate information. It's not only about knowing it. You must be able to also present your findings in appropriate way. Then lastly, please, The ethical and legal use. Information can land you in trouble. It's not every information you have to say, and you have to know how to use it, especially as copyright laws and plagiarism. All of these things are the things you need. Thank you, and I will see you in our next chat.